The Swift Super Mini is Suzuki's most successful model, and this sleeker design represents the brand's third try at creating a small car tailor-made for European buyers. Is it at last good enough to take on the biggest players in this segment?
On the move, this Swift isn't quite as agile and involving as it was previously, but it can still be fun and rewarding in a way that few Super Mini rivals can match. The ride's not bad either, although perhaps inevitably the unsophisticated suspension setup is sometimes caught out by broken surfaces, tarmac tears and potholes. The stiff, sophisticated, Heart-Ect platform that this car shares with its Ignis and Baleno Super Mini stablemates is a major contributor to this Swift's feather-light curb weight. That in turn means that small, relatively low-powered engines are all that's necessary to push this Suzuki along at a decent lick. There are two units on offer, both petrol-powered and neither especially refined. The range kicks off with a 4-cylinder, 1.2-litre dual-jet petrol engine developing 90 bhp. Far better, though, is the alternative 3-cylinder, 1-litre booster jet power plant that most Swift customers are going to choose. This engine compensates for its smaller size by the addition of a little turbocharger that pushes the output up to 111 bhp, and it can be ordered with the option of a 6-speed automatic gearbox. Whichever of the two engines you choose, you'll have the chance to upgrade yourself to a version of your chosen unit that is fitted with the brand's SHVS, or Smart Hybrid Vehicle by Suzuki technology. Now here, an integrated starter generator works with a tiny lithium-ion battery to harvest kinetic energy when you brake and convert it into electrical energy. That electrical energy can power the engine stop-start system and give you a small energy boost as you accelerate. This setup's priority, though, is to promote efficiency, which is why a 1-litre booster jet SHVS Swift model can manage 65.7 mpg on the combined cycle and 97 grams per kilometre of CO2. If you want the SHVS setup with the feebler, normally aspirated 1.2-litre dual-jet engine, then you have to have it mated to Suzuki's on-demand all-grip four-wheel drive system, and that's the one that we've been trying here. The design of this 6th generation Swift represents a recognisable evolution of the model line. It retains the wraparound windscreen, the upright headlamps and the smiling lower air intake of its predecessor, but it delivers significantly different overall dimensions that see the body shorter, lower and wider than before. At a glance you'd know this was a Swift, but you'd also appreciate that it's a very modern one. You feel this model's lightweight when you slam the driver's door shut, which isn't ideal, but otherwise, by Super Mini standards, the cabin feels quite nice, providing you're not expecting premium quality fittings and acres of slush-moulded soft-touch plastic. As with Suzuki's Baleno and the Ignis models, we approve the brand's decision to style the fascia around this 7-inch colour infotainment touchscreen, and that's a standard feature, providing you avoid entry-level trim. Time to take a seat in the rear, and that's accessible via this concealed upper door catch. This car remains one of the more compact models in the Super Mini segment when it comes to rear seat space. Still, thanks to that lengthened wheelbase and some extra room that's been liberated from the engine compartment, there is now marginally more legroom on offer than there was before. Out back in the boot, we're promised that the benefits of that wheelbase increase will be more obvious. And sure enough, the light tailgate rises to reveal a cargo area space 25% larger than was available in the previous generation model. Now, the 265-litre capacity isn't anything like enough to threaten the segment class leaders in this regard, but it is at least enough to get this Suzuki back on a competitive footing. The Swift has always been known as the thinking person's Super Mini, and very little has changed in that regard with this 6th generation version. You come away from looking at one of these thinking that this car deserves a higher profile than it currently enjoys in our market, but maybe that's the way that Swift owners like it. Here's an affordable car that now doesn't feel quite so much like one, and a well-kept secret that doesn't deserve to remain that way.